Keeping Henry weird.
Henry was a unique elephant. He loved to splash in the ocean, fly balloons in the air, and hang out with his giraffe best friend, Charlie. But he especially loved where he lived, Austin, Texas. Austin was known for being a pretty weird city, but Henry fit right in. Only about 50 animals lived in the town. He never had to wait in line to play his favorite video game at the arcade, and he was never late for his playdates because there was not much traffic. And most importantly, his friends who lived in Austin were just as weird as he was. One day while Henry and his friends were playing outside, they heard some unfamiliar noises. Bang! Smash! Boom! The animals were curious to see what was making that dreadful noise. They waddled closer to the commotion. Henry could see 3 new highways being built right next to his favorite arcade. He also saw rows and rows of new houses for animals to move into. Henry and his friends didn't think twice about the construction, so they went back to playing. The next morning, when Henry went to go play his favorite game at the arcade, he couldn't believe his eyes. There were 20 other animals waiting in line to play the same game. Henry was very disappointed that he wasn't able to play, but he had his playdate with Charlie in the afternoon to look forward to. As he traveled towards Charlie's house, he couldn't believe his eyes. The traffic was lined up so far back that Henry couldn't even see where the cars stopped. Henry arrived at Charlie's house 1 hour late. He was furious. He threw open the front door, stomped up the stairs, and yelled to Charlie, "Why are there so many animals in Austin? First, I couldn't play my game this morning because there were too many animals waiting in line. Then it takes me an hour to get to your house. I miss the old Austin." Charlie's mother overheard Henry and Charlie's conversation. She shuffled up the stairs and walked into Charlie's room. "Hello, boys. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about Austin, Henry," she said. "I want to move out of this town," Henry said angrily. Charlie's mom told the boys, "Austin is growing and growing. Animals are moving to this town because of how awesomely weird it is. In order to adjust to so many new friends moving to our town, we need to build more roads and homes for them to use." "But that's not fair. I was here first," Henry exclaimed. She chuckled and continued, "Well, yes, that is true, Henry, but the only way for Austin to survive as a town is if it grows into a city. Just like how you and Charlie are growing up and you need food, water, shelter, and love, a town needs the same support. It needs to have roads, houses, buildings, and most importantly, animals. These new friends who are moving are helping Austin to live as long as possible and are also helping it become even weirder." "Isn't that why you love Austin so much, Henry?" Charlie's mom asked. Henry sighed and realized she was right. The only way to live in such an amazing place like Austin is to help it grow. It would take a while for Henry to get used to all of the new roads, plenty of more streets in the car, and more animals going to the arcade, but he was happy that he lived in Austin. Even though the town was transforming into a city, Henry knew that he would always keep Austin weird.